Today's podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. From online stores to websites, analytic tools, and marketing, anything to start your web presence can be found at squarespace.com.
We're here. Welcome.
Welcome.
You may notice Sean's gone. He's not here.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be any cursing in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear
Day.
frick. That was a safe version of what you're not going to hear.
Yep.
Like a edit.
You're not going to hear
Yep.
shoot.
Nope.
Another clean version
Yep.
of what you will not be hearing in the first 5 minutes.
You're good at that.
Yeah. You're not going to be hearing can't face or any version of can't in the first 5 minutes of the show.
Nope.
That can't, cannot, and won't be said.
Only a can-do attitude here.
Yeah. So welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to be a safe show. It's going to be a clean show for once.
We're the clean guys. We are changing Mega64's name.
Yeah.
It's been in the works for a long time. We've been kind of hyping up maybe kind of a fun new project, and I'm proud to announce we are now the cleanguys.tv.
Yeah.
We are joining with Dave Coulier on this new comedy franchise experience.
Yep.
You know, we're not going to be getting in nasty, incest humor or any of that stuff. Sean always kind of gets, tiptoes into.
We told him to cut it out.
Yeah. We do not want to make that those jokes.
Disappointed.
Bullwinkle, yeah.
Bullwinkle.
Classic.
Was that a Dave Coulier? Was that a Dave Coulier
Two in a
reference?
row.
Cut it out.
No, that's Rocky and Bullwinkle.
What's a bull knuckle?
That's
We can't-
yoga
we
pants
can't
on. Oh, wait.
Explain it.
What?
Okay, yeah.
Because I've heard. I don't.
You have to
I
wait till the
always
end.
thought it was Rocky and bull knuckle,
Nope.
and then nobody.
Has something to do with
I
yoga
googled
pants.
that and I didn't find the moose and squirrel cartoon.
And then when you were a kid, you'd ask, and all the adults would go,
Yeah.
they dart out.
Am I making that word up? Is that a real world word?
Yeah, that's a real world. That's
Real
that's
word?
the man version.
Of
Or
bull knuckle.
Winkle.
What's the man version of what?
The manly version.
Hold
Of,
on. Wait. No, I'll figure this out. I'm an intelligent guy. Rocco's speaking in code, but I can crack it. The man version. Bull has horns. One.
Oh, yeah.
Knuckle. Right there. Something to do with Wolverine, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I don't know.
You
I don't
got
know.
Snicked.
Anyways, this is the Mega64 podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 video game podcast on the internet. Welcome, Rocco, Derek, and Garrett here tonight. No Sean.
Where is my savior?
He found out, and this is sad, that there are still birthdays in his family.
Oh, God.
He forgot to celebrate. There's
Secondary-
so many
Yeah.
that he just went, oh my God, someone else had a birthday in
Yeah.
like September, and I
so
don't remember.
he went into birthday debt,
Yeah.
and now he's
in
got to pay it
birth debt.
back with interest.
Yeah. It's called a life debt, as they say in Naboo.
Yeah.
And he owes it, and he will pay it. So they're having the
whole
endless birthday
adventure.
party.
Yeah.
It's kind of a purgatory state. He's just always there. I should know. I have always been here.
What's that?
Theme song.
And we're back.
We're back. A dinosaur story. Check it out in 4K, coming to Google Play Store and Voodoo.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow.
That was important. Hey, everybody. Check it out. In 1 week, it's going to be the Christmascast.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Woo! Right
Yeah.
here on this station,
Yeah, we announced
channel
it.
Twitch
Yep.
/Mega64 podcast.
You
Yep.
knew it's coming.
And we're super excited.
And coming to YouTube too, obviously.
It'll
but
be on
yeah.
YouTube if YouTube allows it.
Fully edited in multiple
We're still
angles.
negotiating what YouTube will and will not allow us
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Can we show everything on YouTube?
Yeah.
We don't know. So you should tune in live because you don't
Yeah.
want to miss anything. But it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a different show this year. We're
Yeah.
very excited. But we just want you to mark your calendars. Get hype. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's coming.
We're getting ready. Obviously, there was a lot of question this year on, are we going to be able to do it?
How do we
Is
do
it
it?
safe to do it? Maybe they'll just I got a lot of people telling me like, well, you're obviously going to cancel that this year.
Yeah.
But no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep it safe. You're probably not gonna see the audience of 80 people here like there normally is. We're kicking them out. We're gonna boil it down to the true
and
warriors.
I want to say, because this has been a great year for Mega64, the numbers are through the roof.
The numbers.
we're-
well, the
stocks
good
are up.
numbers, not the
The good numbers.
Right.
the testing.
Our success numbers.
Yes,
Stocks
those-
are up.
yeah.
And we have more
Those
people
are
watching
positive
Mega
numbers.
64 than ever before. And we have more new fans than ever before. And I know there's some people out there who've never seen the Christmascast or have been too afraid to watch the Christmascast.
Yeah.
It is the internet's premier eating competition. I'm not going to say it's the biggest eating competition in the world, but I'm going to say it's arguably the biggest eating competition
It's up there. It's
on
up
the
there.
internet
Yeah.
during Christmas time.
Yeah.
The
Nathan's couldn't even.
They can't touch us.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'll
the
be real with
Kobayashi
you.
couldn't
I'll be
even.
real with you. Nathan's might be more famous, but ours is more entertaining.
Yep.
Oh, by a long
legitimately.
shot.
Yeah.
Our eating competition would destroy Nathan's, and I wish
Yeah.
they would put them side by side on television
Yeah.
because they'd cancel that stupid hot dog eating guzzling contest.
Yeah.
I'm
Gross.
not even
And
gonna call it
change it
eating
up.
the way they swallow those.
Nathan's
things.
doesn't have nearly 20 years of skit making expertise. They don't know internet comedy like we do. I would love to see
Yeah.
Nathan's put out a funny short on YouTube. Go ahead.
Nathan's is the same thing year in and year out, but with the Christmas cast, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
It's all different foods. It's all different competitors, and
We've had wild stuff consumed.
it's kind of like Mega 64's Super Bowl, if
Yeah.
you will,
Yeah.
or our
Yeah.
our WrestleMania, if that's your sport of choice, or the Olympics.
It's the biggest thing.
It's the biggest thing, and so we're excited. It is going to be different this year, but tune in and see how it turns out.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to that. I've been looking forward to that. When we announced the date, when we were looking at the calendar, we said well, what about, I personally suggested, I was like, what about the 20th? And Sean's response, I'll speak for him. He's not here. And so
Sure.
that's what I do.
He would want that.
He was like, "Oh, come on, that's your birthday. You don't want you don't want to do it on your birthday." And I was so offended by that. Why would I not want the greatest event of the year celebrated on my day of birth? Why would I not want that? That's like
I think
field
Sean just didn't
advantage.
want to get roped into doing another birthday.
yeah, maybe
Honestly.
hey,
Oh, really?
you might be on to something. I don't know which
I
way.
think he's just so traumatized by the word at this
Yeah.
point. You mention
think
it and he just starts shaking.
He just assumed I wanted that night off. And so he started to hint at well, if you want to sit this one out. I was like, are you kidding? The greatest honor to defend the championship every year. Why would I not take the throne?
He's trying to get in your head.
Yeah, so I'm not having it. Sean, I think Sean's trying to, that's a really good point. I think Sean's trying to mentally get in,
yeah.
get in here because, he knows on a physical level, he can't topple me.
No.
He's gonna have a swig of Catalina
Ranch.
dressing. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be chugging 3 bottles of it and eating oatmeal with it. He knows.
And his
that
teeth are all fucked up. He's got these cavity issues. They're going to slow him down probably.
Yeah,
Now-
I want to keep the streak of talking about his teeth on the podcast going. So thank you for doing
But
that.
Garrett is a strong competitor too.
Yeah.
Sean,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Sean made the argument that there would be no point to doing the Christmas cast because it would just come down to Garrett and Rocco
Yeah.
eating, which I said, you know what? Don't count out anybody this
Yeah.
year. It's a strange year, and anybody can pull into
Yeah.
the final showdown, if you will.
There might be some, I've written this word 1,000 times and I don't know how to pronounce it. Machinations?
Machinations.
Machinations. Like a macadamia.
I've written it 1,000
Machinations?
times. I've never said it.
Machine Nation.
Machine Nation.
Machine
What's up,
Nation.
Machine Nation? It's your fellow robot here, Smart One. We're going to do trivia in Communicore.
Oh, I'm dumb too. The opposite of smart one. Pretty clever. Anyways, Christmas cast. It's next week.
You're-
Are you
you're-
guys
you're
excited?
clever
Are you
three.
guys nervous?
Fredo robot.
You have anything to say about past Christmas casts or anything else you want to say
I got
about
lots
this?
of memories
well,
that I
let-
never want to relive again.
Yeah.
but-
I do. Just to sum up my point earlier, though, Sean does have a lot of, there's a lot of physical setbacks with eating a ton of food, but he's trying to get in here mentally. And hey, respect. He'll have to find a way. But as you said, Derek, there's going to be a lot of things at play this year. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. But yeah, I mean,
You know what else?
Last year, I was very happy to reclaim the throne.
A little bit of controversy.
No controversy
There's
on
always
my end.
controversy with the Christmas cast.
Yeah.
Well,
and I promise there will be controversy this year.
yeah, you keep it
Two.
interesting.
I can almost 100% guarantee there's controversy when it comes to the Christmas cast. But in addition to the show, we have something else planned. We're going to be doing like a whole, well, not a whole day, but, make it a bigger event. There's going to be a pre-show this year.
Yep.
So you're going to want to tune in early. Basically, you're going to
Yep.
want to clear out your whole day.
Yep.
Wipe out the schedule. Dedicate all of next Sunday to Christmas cast.
Yeah,
baby.
get some snacks of your own to
Clear out
competitively
your
eat.
day and your stomach.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Christmas cast Sunday.
Purge.
It's
You wanna
getting
make
bigger
room.
this year. Bigger than it's ever been.
I'm very excited about that.
All right. Well, that's enough about that. What else happened this week?
Man, so much.
Yeah, man.
So much. Rocco,
So much, dude.
What, do you want to submit a story for the Midnight Society?
What?
you got anything to sprinkle on the campfire? You fucking Canuck.
No.
Come on, eh? Tell a
Um,
spook story or
No.
something.
Okay.
No.
Never mind then.
No, I've been head down. We've been working on a lot of stuff around here, wrapping up a lot of big stuff by the holidays. So I've been in a cave for the last couple weeks. We weren't live last weekend because we were filming kind of a big thing around here.
That's right.
It took so much planning. We'll go into it later. We don't need to go into it today, but it took a lot of planning to get this together, and we wanted to do it right and do it safely, and we were all like getting tested and going through rigorous, this and that, and so that's why we weren't doing a podcast last week. It was like, do any of us have the mental capacity to talk about games right now? And we didn't. Actually, it didn't even matter because we were still filming, but really
good.
excited for that stuff to come out very
It felt
soon.
good to get back into production through all the loopholes of doing it in the pandemic.
Yeah.
It was like, this does feel great to finally be filming.
It took a lot
shit.
of planning to do it right and safe and whatever, but man, it paid off.
I never have the energy to talk about games. To be honest with
Games
you.
themselves can be draining. However,
Yeah. What a fun conversation. Not.
However, I will say, I'll challenge you to that. I did walk in yesterday. You guys were planning. You were putting together the Mega64 team, the new
Yeah.
episode.
Sure.
Which is
And-
available now.
Yeah, it's on the archive channel.
iTunes and Spotify. Check it out. Well,
iTunes, Spotify,
All versions.
Mixer.
Why
not?
Is it on Mixer?
No. Not much on Mixer these days. But you guys were talking about, you guys finally played Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Because I came in and you guys were,
We were rolling. We were rolling hate towards the new Spider-Man on PS5. And
you've been playing it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking
I
about.
played a lot more today too, so I got more to elaborate on. But yeah, Rocco, when we were setting up for Quarantine Cast, we were kind of like shitting on it.
yeah.
You came in, you were defending it pretty well.
Well,
I don't
was
know
saying,
if he was. What were you?
I beat it. I think I briefly talked about that.
Yeah.
I was defending that I think those gameplay are really fun. I enjoyed with the original Spider-Man game that came out on PS4. Now it's ported to PS5, whatever. But I liked the story and the gameplay of that one. And I've said this a million times before. I don't mind a pretty linear story thing. Sometimes there are games that are like a movie. And I know that sometimes that can be off-putting to some people. That's never bothered me. As long as it's good and the presentation is really like cool and it's well done, I don't mind that. I know you're a little different in that regard, Derek.
Yeah. Oh.
So I totally understand that. And I think we talked about the way that the nature of the open world in these Spider-Man games. It's not quite open world. It's a little more limited than that. And that never bothered me. I think maybe you said you were kind of maybe not feeling that. Am I wrong? Am I speaking for
Is
you?
he off base, Derek?
No.
I think of it as open
Yeah.
world, but just not very populated with many activities. So I think that's what we were talking about when you came in. Was Derek was saying like, these windows and these doors to all these buildings. There's nothing in them. There's no people in them. There's no interaction to go in. And explore.
I keep going back and forth on Spider-Man because I felt like the opening of the game was really good and really exciting. So my first result was like, wow, this is really fun.
Oh, the Rhino stuff.
Yeah, the first opening mission and cutscene and villain, but then it kind of dived into ongoing story that, like, honestly, kind of couldn't care less about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what I was getting to with that was yeah. Go ahead.
I just so honestly, I find myself wishing I could skip these cutscenes.
Yeah,
but I can't.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just let me skip the cutscenes. If you don't care, why do you have to be forced to sit through a cutscene?
There's really no way to do
care
that?
about. No, you can't. You can't. And it really frustrates me because I just think like I'm not interested in the story. Just set me free. Just let me go swing and get to the next cutscene. But I feel like that is kind of what I'm doing in this video game is just swinging from cutscene to cutscene.
You're tired of just pressing triangle and
because the missions themselves, when you're exploring the environments, they're very linear. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really stops being open world once you go into a mission because it'll put you into a room.
No map available.
Yeah, it'll put you into a unique environment with no map and really no freedom. You're like crawling on the ceiling. I want to drop down. You can't drop down. Your buttons stop working. You just have to push up until you reach your destination and then it tells you to push triangle. I feel like I'm doing that time and again in this game, holding up to move to the end of a destination where I push triangle. And then it kind of sets me into a room with a bunch of guys. And then no matter who I'm fighting, it's exactly the same. They skin the gangs to be differently, but they're pretty much all the same. They've got guns. They've got like heavy fighters. So I feel like the game on the surface looks a lot richer and more fleshed out than it actually is when you start playing it.
Yeah, and this Miles Morales thing is definitely a smaller game than the original Spider-Man. So like I expect that to a point, but yeah, basically what I was coming around to and what we were talking about yesterday was I still like the gameplay for me personally. Like there's enough here and I like collecting all the shit that that's fun enough for me. I don't mind it being kind of limited. That's never been something that's bothered me. But I think the story I am in full agreement on the story in the Peter Parker one. I like the Miles Morales character. I like that character a lot.
Yeah.
But Peter Parker's story in the first one, it's almost like there's two concurrent stories happening where there's the Spider-Man side of his life that is really like a cool sci-fi comic book story. And then he's got his personal life. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say to Mary Jane, and I don't know the stuff that's going on with Aunt May. I don't know how to handle that, and like these two things,
relatable
kind of
drama.
Yeah, there's a human story there.
Yeah.
It's clashing with this bigger than life story, but they're kind of at conflict. And this Miles Morales story is everyone's like in his life is a Mega Man Battle Network villain. They're all like, oh, my uncle has shock powers and he's mad, and then like when he's reminiscing his memories with his friend, it's like, hey, remember when we made an oxygen tank for scuba divers who have to fight giant humanoid scorpions? Like that's not relatable at all. Like
all the collectibles are unrealistic nonsense.
Yeah, it's
There's
like way off the superhero deep end, and there's not like a thing to like even like Into the Spider-Verse. I know that's a movie. I'm not trying to compare the two, but like that had a million superheroes in it, but it had a human story, survived through all of it.
I like that Miles Morales.
Yeah.
This Miles feels like a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
I just don't, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like him. I hate almost everyone else in his life.
Yeah. And I feel like the whole game, instead of like really intriguing new story details, it's constantly like, goody two shoes stuff. Hey, let's go. Hey, come down here and help me make free face masks for the homeless and
orphans,
and then we're gonna have a chili cook-off and give away free chili to the war vets. It's like, okay, like it just isn't like very. I don't know. It seems like it's going way over the top all the time.
You said the story in the first Spider-Man.
I
the main
loved
game.
It's so funny
Personally,
because
personally,
I,
way
really,
better, right?
I literally don't even pick up on any of that stuff because I really don't care what the missions are.
Yeah.
And you're saying
Yeah.
like making masks for homeless people? Is that?
I mean, I'm making.
But
all that
everything
up.
you're describing is like I don't recall doing any of this stuff because for me it's like go to this checkpoint and beat the fuck out of 10 guys and collect your experience and do it again.
Yeah.
Over and over. And like whatever the mission is, I'm like not listening because I'm like just swinging through the city.
It was
Really just unengaging.
It was
like.
one ear out the other for me, especially with like they're collecting energy in the city. It was just all very like
That being said,
gobbledygook.
You know, I started this by saying I go back and forth because I am continuing to play it and I'm almost done with it, apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess when it's all said and done, I wish there was more here. I do enjoy what I got.
Yeah.
I wish there was more. I'm not enjoying the story. The gameplay
but
is
I had
fun.
a lot of fun with it still. I've still liked it.
Yeah, I guess what you mentioned earlier, I suppose I don't really consider this an open world game.
Yeah.
Because it's a big map, but I think you need more than just a big map for an open world game. I think open world, you need like to be able to explore experiences more. And some people will get some experiences and others won't.
Yeah.
I was telling these guys, when you go into a town in Red Dead Redemption, it feels like you have so many options. You can go into a store or a bar or something. You could buy something from the store or you could rob the store. You could catch a show at the theater.
Yeah.
You could go, or maybe a drunken guy will stumble out and start a quest or, you know, you could do a bounty. There's just so much. You're tracking Bigfoot. You're hunting down UFOs. There just seems like there's so much to discover and a lot to miss.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way with Spider-Man. I did mention like you look in all the windows and they're empty. You see shops, you can't really go into them.
Yeah.
Unless it's a checkpoint to start a mission, but it's I don't really feel like you have freedom to kind of experiment and do open world things. It's just a big map.
Yeah.
With a lot of shit hidden on it.
Yeah. And the original game was a bigger game, but it was still like that. But I'm not the biggest open world guy. I mean, when it's done really well, I enjoy it, but it was enough ambition for me I had so much fun swinging around as Spider-Man and stopping crimes. And there was a little more variety of that kind of stuff in the original one. I do like some of the gameplay tweaks in Miles Morales though, with the electricity stuff and all that stuff. That was really cool. But it was an acceptable level for me where like the original game, you could beat it in 15 hours. And then if you wanted 100% it was like another 15 hours. And that was like the perfect level for me. I don't like typically want to play games for 100 hours. So I was fine with that level of it, but I hear what you're saying. I think that's totally, I kind of felt that way about like Arkham City. I didn't feel like it was quite like something around every corner. It was just a big map.
I'm not here either. I'm not saying Spider-Man needs to be open world.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't think it's an open world game.
Yeah.
I don't think making an open world game would make it better.
Yeah.
Or that I need everything to be that.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a linear single player game with a big map to explore.
Yeah.
So it's
Pretty
kind of a
decent map.
hybrid open world,
Yeah.
if you will. It's a little bit of both.
I'm disappointed in the lack of like detail though. I went to the top of Stark Tower, the Avengers headquarters, and
the biggest
there's like
building in New York.
there's like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went to the top of like the Empire State Building or the Fisk Building, and it's like no Easter egg, no nod, no little cutscene, nothing like that. I just feel like I know it is kind of like DLC or like it's a tie-on game to this other thing.
Yeah.
And I should also clarify, like, Spider-Man should be a goody two-shoes. He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's why I just don't care about the character.
I don't
'Cause
like-
I want Wolverine to like
I don't like
murder
that
people.
justification that this is like a DLC game.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a cop-out because this is, in a lot of people's estimation, even was said on this podcast, this is the game for PS5 to demonstrate
That's
the
what I was
capability
told.
of PS5.
Well,
And I just feel like disappointed to write it off as like, well, it's DLC, so you can't expect too much,
Yeah, well,
It's just a bummer.
I can say that what I said was it's the best launch game they've had, and I still stand by that because I'm comparing it against
is.
Fantavision.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from with that. I still think it's one of the best ones they've ever had.
I got my
think
money's worth.
The question I
did
felt
too.
like is, what is the game? If you have a PS5, what is the game to get? And a lot of people said Spider-Man, you know?
Oh yeah.
So then it hurts to be like, to meet any criticism of that with, well, it was just DLC. It's like, well, yeah, but it's the game in a lot of people's opinion. So maybe my expectations were just too high. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
There needs to be a name for this kind of game because what it was compared to and what I got and what I knew it would be is Uncharted did that Lost Legacy game. Like Uncharted 4 came out and that was a big full game. Okay. And then there was a cheaper game that came out after it called Lost Legacy where it wasn't DLC, it was its own retail game, but it was cheaper. Like
less features.
Oh, okay. You know this is going to be less of a game than Uncharted, but it's its own game. You know what I mean? It's not just like a DLC chapter. It's its own game, just not as whatever. And so it's funny, like there isn't a name for something like that. I feel like not a clear, concise name. But when they were putting this out, they said like, oh, this is like Lost Legacy. Oh, okay. So I knew what it was. Like, okay, it's a smaller game and that's cool. But
there's a balancing act with justifying charging money as much money as you can.
Yeah.
But then mitigating expectations of, but this isn't 100% a full game. So $10 off and no complaints.
Yeah. I felt like I knew what it was going to be, and it met that. Like I thought I got my money's worth with it, but I would like to come up with a clear, concise name for that kind of.
My experience is I played maybe 20 minutes of Spider-Man on PS4, and it wasn't for me at the time. Just didn't hold my attention at the time. So coming into PS5, I picked this one up. So this was kind of like, I knew what I was getting, but this was also kind of my Spider-Man experience on the next gen console.
Yeah.
And so, it is what it is.
Yeah. I did get Devil May Cry 5 on PS5 finally. I mean, I had played the PS4 version, and this one has like a new character, and you can play through the game in a different way, but I haven't really had time to like play that much. I'm playing as Virgil now, which is cool, but I've barely.
Is anyone playing Cyberpunk?
I'm waiting for the play date.
I'm scared because I'm just worried if I get into it now, I'm just gonna see the dick go through the pants too many times, and it's gonna be like distracting.
You get too horny.
Yeah. So I'm just nervous because I keep hearing about that happening. Like they turn too fast, and it's just it's like a foot behind.
Make a character without a dick. That's what I'm gonna do.
The thing with Cyberpunk, I can't get a straight answer. Like, are people enjoying it?
I'm really looking forward to it, Derek.
I'm looking forward to it
legitimately.
I'm gonna give it 4 weeks. I think in January I'm gonna pick it up.
It'll be ready?
I don't think it'll be ready, but it'll be more ready than it is now.
All set.
So I'm gonna let it stay in the oven another 10 minutes.
The PS5 version isn't out yet. It's just a small little update. The full blast PS5 version doesn't come out till like I think next summer or something.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it's a small update that'll run like better frame rate.
And yet
it does run better, but
the upgrade.
I have heard the PS5 running the PS4 game is the best version of Cyberpunk that you could play.
Actually, I've heard different. Really? I have heard that the definitive way to play it
is Stadia.
Is Google Stadia.
I've heard that
actually.
I never thought I would utter those words, but yeah, Google has all the processing power in the world.
I think we have a mutual friend who's in the video game industry. You may have seen his same post.
Yeah.
And how I interpreted that was Cyberpunk was the best use of Google Stadia.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily that Google Stadia was the best way to experience Cyberpunk, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a Stadia, so I can't say.
I have heard from multiple sources that if your internet is good enough, it's currently the smoothest way to play it. Because everyone's having trouble with their PC, their console, or it's not right. You know, everyone I know who got it has been comparing it to like Fallout 76. Where it's
really?
like, this is not working.
I've seen people say you have to turn these two things off, like turn some dynamic lighting, shit you would turn off on a PC build.
Yeah.
Never had to do that with consoles before.
Yeah.
But to get it to play good on a PS5, I've heard go into the settings, turn these off.
Something I've heard from multiple people is I haven't really followed this game a ton, so I might sound like an idiot with a lot of this, but something that I had heard about was like there was you'd hit a checkpoint. A glitch I heard a lot about was you'd hit a checkpoint or an autosave right after you die or right before you die, or like the moment before you die, like something shoots you and you die. And then they would keep respawning to that point as it shot them and killed them. So, I'm back. I'm dead again. I'm back. Dead again. Like, I can't get out of this loop.
You know what I think?
You know, stuff like that.
Death Loop
Here's
comes
my
out next year.
opinion.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There's a big issue with the video game industry. These games are so big. Back in my day, when I bought a game, it just worked. That's the argument, right?
Yeah.
What is the deal? How come as time moves forward and technology gets better, games are broken and work less and less? And I think there's a lot of factors and why that is that we could talk about. But outside of the discussion of why is this the way it is and how do we deal with this, I kind of am starting to believe that this is just a necessary part of game development at this point.
That's just where we're at.
Because
where we evolved to.
Here's where I'm coming from. Cyberpunk was developed for like 8 years, right? It was in development for like almost a decade.
Yeah, a long time.
You could make the argument like, well, delay it until it works. But after 8 years, at what point, how long are you going to delay it? I almost feel like releasing a game in the state Cyberpunk is in is like delivering the baby and slapping it on the ass just to make sure it's breathing.
Yeah.
Now it's on you to raise this child and make sure it turns into a fully functioning person. You can't. You just have to bring it out of the incubation stage and be like, "Hey, it's not perfect. It's fucking broken, but now people are playing it." So
it's like beta testing.
I feel
retail.
like in our modern era video games, this kind of soft release beta test phase is just a painful reality. We're going to have to deal with
certain big games.
Yeah, with a game of that scale for sure.
But there's the known offenders that are just constantly, they're known.
Yeah.
But I think, there is a part of the gaming community that demands that this problem be fixed. We can't allow this to happen. And so I feel like, I think this is just like a natural evolution of how video games are made. We're just going to have to accept this.
But I will also say too, I feel bad for everyone on all sides of this. I feel bad for the developers that are getting hell thrown at them right now, and I do feel bad. But at the same time, though, throughout all of this, I keep hearing like, if it runs so much better, get a PS5 or a powerful PC, it'll run better. It was released as a PS4 and Xbox One game.
I know, isn't that
and they're saying like, it doesn't run on those. Don't run them on those. So I kind of feel like, a little bit of deceptive stuff on that side. Let's meet in the middle here.
Does it not run on a PS4?
What's
the deal with
a base
PS4?
PS4? It's like barely.
Terrible.
It's barely running on that thing, and it's on the shelf as that. So there's a little bit of like, you got to like work with us here on that. But I will say just in that regard, on that note, I feel like a big problem, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm curious if people, if I sound like a douche saying this or whatever, but I do think they need to, maybe a solution would be to stop making so many versions of a game. Like, I feel like all these new games coming out are made to run on 17 different systems.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe we need to just like hunker down on one.
Like Death Stranding.
I know a lot. There's a petition going around right now because Microsoft's big thing is, all our new games, they'll run on everything. You can even, like the new Halo coming out, you can even run it on the old Xbox and it will run a, lesser version of it. And then they showed the new Halo. It looked terrible. And now it's delayed until fall 2021. Like, we're going to go back to the drawing board and work on this. There's a petition going around to cancel the Xbox One version of it. Like, just focus on the new Xbox and make it the best Halo possible for the new Xbox. Now, that totally sucks if you're not planning to get the new system anytime soon. And it is cool that they're making stuff to run on anything, just from the sense of like, hey, no matter what hardware you have, you can play. But I just wonder if that's making it 10 times harder. I don't know anything about game development.
Camera on me.
Maybe it won't help, but.
Talking about eating into the profits.
Yeah.
That Microsoft
that.
money,
Can't do-
dude. You don't fuck with that.
They're not going to not release this game on PlayStation 4, even if it doesn't work on PlayStation 4, because then nobody with a PlayStation 4 would buy it.
Sure, I know that, but then double down on PS4. You know what I mean? Or like when Grand Theft Auto 5 was originally coming out, it wasn't like, yeah, this is coming to PS3, but it's going to be PS4 too. And, it wasn't that. It was like, it was the final days of PS3, and they were like, no, we're doubling down on PS3 because the best games for systems come in the last days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I remember them saying that, like we're doubling down on that. Later, there was a PS4 version down the line, but I feel like they're launching with 20 different versions of these things.
And then a PS5 version will be on the way soon.
Yeah, like Kevin said, like they're already like updating for that, and they're I just feel like
It's weird
pick
timing.
the biggest one. If it's just on PS4, like make it work on that, and let's do the other ones later, or just do it for PS5 and stick to that. I don't know. That's from my perspective.
I mean, you're right. You are right. I'm not going to disagree with you.
I know
I
what you're
think
saying,
that the money is the motivator.
Yeah, of course.
Money
of
is the
course.
root of all evil.
But just pick
You
the
know?
biggest platform and stick to it. I don't know.
I've been following Cyberpunk because I do want to get it. I am excited to play it. But I am waiting, like our video states, for the play date.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
curious when that is, because I know there was a day one patch. Of course, there always is a day one patch.
Yeah.
But then there's also been like a 1.4 patch or something
Yeah.
that has come out as well,
Yeah.
which is pretty, the first patch, since the launch patch already.
Yeah.
When is it safe? On the fifth one?
You know what? I think, honestly, luck has such a big part of a successful video game launch.
Yeah.
I think a lot of what happened to
Timing and
Cyberpunk
luck.
is just bad timing on a lot of things. Like their schedule was fucked up, but then timing the release to come in the transition between two consoles
Yeah.
caused them to skew.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this is just bad luck, and maybe like a powerful video game launch, you have to have kind of all the planets align where you're not in the middle of a console transition and you're not trying to build something from the ground up with an insane amount of hype and eyes on you. This is a little bit of a cursed project.
And
Cursed
also
project.
too,
Cyberpunk.
this year was a fucking chaos for everybody. Maybe it wasn't the best year for developing a huge budget game. And then while that's all happening, they could have marketing in their ear going, yo, if we delay this another year, we won't survive it. Like from a marketing perspective, people are going to tell us to F off if we delay it another year.
Yeah.
It has to come out this year.
It'll be Duke Nukem
There's
forever.
more than one plate being thrown in the air,
Yeah.
juggled in the air. So it could be a lot of different decisions. So that's why I say, like,
Yeah.
my heart goes out to them, but also again, like they did put out a game in a PS4 box that doesn't run on a PS4. So it's give and take.
Positive side though, the CD Projekt Red team, they supposedly when The Witcher 3 Wild Hunts came out, it had problems too, and they've patched it to hell and back to make it this like
I was
fucking
gonna
gold tier standard,
To
So they
add
will
on to
fix.
that.
They will fix it.
Yeah. I 100% agree, Garrett.
They're gonna make good. For
I
sure.
feel like it's a shitty moment right now,
Yeah.
but this will be a good game eventually.
trust them.
The amount of support they have given The Witcher endlessly, even, it came to Switch and people are like, yo, that's not going to run well on Switch. Are you kidding me? The game this big? And people were pretty impressed with what it was. And they've even continued to update that. Oh yeah, by the way, new update today, runs smoother. Oh, okay. And they don't need to do this and they do. So I think they're going to do a good job. Did I say PS4 a minute ago or did I say PS3? In my
I don't
brain,
know.
I said PS3 and I was like, that was wrong, but maybe okay. I didn't know. My mouth and my brain are not in coordination today.
Too many
But,
consoles.
yeah, too many consoles. Stop. What's all the numbers?
Stadia. I don't.
We kept doing that when we filmed our PS5 video. It's in the behind the scenes that no one could say the right number. All day it was like, bring the PS3 over here. PS5.
Five
Bring the
just didn't
PS4
seem
over here.
real yet.
But it's like, okay, maybe, PS4, maybe it's like, when you're getting the date wrong on your checkbook or something, Did I sound like an old person saying that? Whatever. But, you might make that mistake. But I was saying PS3 and stuff that day. Like, I haven't played the PS3 in a million years. What are we talking about? Anyway.
I love the PS3, dude.
But Cyberpunk will get, they'll make good on that, but it is definitely a weird moment. But it is cracking me up seeing people post some of these glitches. And
The
stuff.
glitches are funny.
Yeah. Seeing like
I'm missing out because that is a certain type of like game entertainment is like playing glitchy software.
Yeah, somebody
Deadly Premonition shit.
People posting pictures of Keanu Reeves who looks like he's on N64 has been kind of cracking me up.
Yeah.
Comparing him to how he looked in the first trailer.
I'm trying to decide what my next glitchy game purchase is going to be: Cyberpunk or Valhalla. Do I want to go into the past? Or I want to go to the future? I'm going to glitch out either way. One, I'll see a dick. The other, who knows what I'll see.
The choice is made.
I'll see.
Does Valhalla have a lot of glitches?
It does.
Really?
I saw firsthand my girlfriend's playing Valhalla, and they've patched a few of the glitches already, Derek.
They've got 3 months on Cyberpunk.
Yeah, they do. So she came to a glitch where the story mission, when you got to the waypoint, just would not start. Wouldn't start because of something that you did an hour ago in the game, which is start the game over again mode. Like start from scratch, character create. And I watched her do that again. I was like, I can't believe you're starting over 6 hours in. You just start over again.
Is she enjoying it otherwise?
Now that it's patched and she hasn't gotten glitched out again, she plays all the Assassin's Creeds. And she's enjoying it.
What's her take on this one? If she plays all of them, I heard this one is... I've heard the Assassin's Creed series is not where it started.
She says it's real aggro. She really liked the last one. It was like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
And the Greek gods and everything.
A lot of reviews I've heard of this one is like
Odyssey,
they gave a Viking a hidden blade and called it Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. The cutscene where they show up, the Italians show up speaking in Italian accents.
Yeah.
Is so funny. And like Trish picked the female Viking character, but she like disses them, because they're like, we're going to show you some assassin shit. Let me give you your sword here. Check this out. And she takes the blade and she's looking at their hands because they all, they cut their finger off, the assassins. Remember that?
Right.
And she's like, yeah, you're a little too clumsy. I'll wear it on the other side of my wrist. No worry. And she wears it like on the outside.
Whoa.
And they're like, what the fuck? You're disrespecting our heritage. And it's like the Viking way, dude. That's how they roll.
Yeah.
No need. We don't need to cut our fingers off,
I'm so confused because it doesn't matter.
Am I ruining plot?
No. I was gonna be like, aren't the Vikings predate the first game? Don't they?
It's all the horseshit, the animus.
Yeah, I was like, don't the modern day guys cut off their fingers? But if they stop cutting off their fingers in the past, why would they do it in the future? It doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna buy it.
Dude, in the last one, the DLC, you were like on Mount Olympus killing the gods.
Oh,
it was
I don't want to do
crazy.
that. That's sacrilegious. I like the gods.
The thing I was most looking forward to with that series was when I didn't really enjoy the first one, and then the second one I kind of had a little bit of fun with. But then they did the Revolutionary War one. I think that was 3. And I was like, I love stuff in like early America's like era and stuff like that. And then that was like a broken ass game.
Yeah, I heard that one sucked.
And I was like, I'm out.
I haven't played any of them since like 2.
Actually, you know what? I got one free when I got my Xbox One. It came with Black Flag.
I heard that one was great.
That was fun. That was, I don't necessarily love any of them, but that was fun. But I think it's the last time I played one.
No one talks about Syndicate, but it was cool. You would switch between a male and a female protagonist. It wasn't just like pick one.
You know what they should do?
Yeah.
Just do the modern day one. Just stop
That's
blue balling us.
You were talking about like removing the finger. I'm like, dude, do modern day Yakuza or something. Like, of course, I think that maybe that is maybe they got that cornered already.
Hey,
Sega's got that.
Swear to God, game 1, when you are in the future and you're the dude in the white hoodie.
Yeah.
Do that, dude.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yep.
Let's have that guy's story now. 2020.
What was it, Desmond?
Desmond, yeah.
Yeah, in the
Desmond
first game.
Tutu.
They threw all of those characters out in these recent ones.
Imagine if they drop that and it's just like in modern day. Then, who knows? Go to space. Go into the future.
Yeah.
You know? Let's get creative with it.
Dead Space Assassin's Creed crossover.
Hey, I didn't realize, actually, we should talk about the Game Awards happened this week. And
the Keeleys?
Yeah. But no, you brought up who said Dead Space?
I did.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize it was like people who made Dead Space games showed a new game there. That went right past me.
Who was that? Visceral? No.
It was Visceral, but they're gone.
Oh,
Live Space.
It's a new developer. I can't think of.
They got a new name,
but it's the same people.
Okay. So they showed
Team Dead.
They showed a new game.
Yeah.
Which trailer? I don't remember.
What is it called? Anna I can't remember
I
the
I
name
didn't
of it.
remember
right.
that.
I think
All
you
I
nailed
remember
it.
was Sephiroth
I think you got it.
Yeah.
and
Sephiroth was in it.
Keely's shoes.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin
Vin
Diesel's in a
Diesel.
dinosaur game.
Dude.
Wait, that's the sequel to Ark, which
Yep.
is Minecraft with dinosaurs.
See, I
Yeah,
had never
do you
I
know
had
that?
never heard of
And
Ark
if you
before.
didn't think Minecraft with dinosaurs could get any cooler, now they got Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
So
Ark 2.
I played that game for like 3 hours
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
and then wanted to get eaten by a dinosaur. It was so boring. Sorry to the Ark developers. I'm sure you're all huge Mega64 podcast fans.
Well, they spiced the new one up though.
Well, yeah, this
oh,
one looks
really? How'd they
super
spice it up?
realistic.
Does Vin Diesel have a car?
Yeah.
He's got a tooth
I know it
necklace.
was an easy joke, but I was laughing when someone made a fake logo on Twitter that was Fast and Furious 0. And it was like him in dinosaur era. I was like, okay, it's easy, but I am laughing. Like,
funny.
but
Vin Diesel's cool. I
Yeah.
like
A
Vin
lot of
Diesel.
games.
real quick, I had some more Game Award stuff I wanted to bring up, but we should take a moment to thank our sponsors. Hey, I want to pause for a second and just thank our sponsor once again, Squarespace.com. Squarespace.com is your all-in-one platform for building websites and online stores, to using marketing tools and analytics. Also, there's no plugins necessary with Squarespace.com. They've been publishing websites for over a decade, and they have all the best known practices for search engine optimization without the need for additional plugins or anything like that. I would say check it out for yourself. And when you're ready to launch your own website, go to squarespace.com/mega64, and you will actually get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Squarespace.com/mega64, 10% off their rad services. We can't thank them enough for being a great sponsor. Now back to the show.
Oh, okay. Not mental health. Like, take a moment.
Well, you could do
Yeah.
that
Like a
too.
per-
but
okay.
You might
While
be
you do
amazed
that-
that we have sponsors on this show.
you
but
might
we
be
do.
you might be a redneck. Classic Jeff Foxworthy. Oh, I wanted to tell everyone to watch and visit shop.mega64.com. You could watch it, but I would click around.
Yeah.
Don't just look at it. Shop.mega64.com. What an amazing online store.
Oof.
Some say Amazon is the best. Some say etoys.com is the best. Some say Zappos is the best. These are child's play. Shop.mega64.com has some of the best merch. We have sold out of a lot of our holiday related items. There's still a few hanging around. Maybe you missed out on. So be sure to check those out. I think we got like a few things here and there, but a lot of sizes are gone. If you want something for the holidays, actually, you might have missed your window to get it by the holidays. But
Wow.
or by like Christmas Day,
You
might be pushing it. But you could still get something in the vicinity of that. And I know
There's
you're
always
gonna
another
love it.
holiday. You can get it by Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Something we like to do is the 64-hour special. That's a shirt that is only available for 64 hours and then it's gone. And the one we have today is a very special arrangement. There's a certain shirt I'm wearing in our PS5 video that we did a few weeks ago, and I had a lot of people ask about it. About 10 years ago, I went on a tear of designing stupid shirts out of just various clip art and things together. That's how you got the Death is Certain shirt. That came out of that, got some dogs here, put that, Death is Certain.
Yeah.
Whatever. Another shirt that I made was the Making Money shirt. And that's what's available tonight. I wore it I wanted to wear something from that era in the PS5 video, to kind of bridge the gap to the PSP video we did a long time ago. But anyway, this shirt, there's no point to that. There's no message. That's just a design I put together a long time ago. I had some people ask, like, where do I get that? Well, there it is.
We
now
got
we're
it.
making it publicly available. The Making Money shirt. Up for 64 hours. Shop.mega64.com.
If you're into
And,
stacking paper,
kudos
drop
to
some.
Rocco. He's like the new Gucci.
The new like
He's
Gucci.
like Belladonna Versace over there.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I wonder what else is in that collection. I know there's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
There is some more. And I want to say thank you to Meg for helping me reassemble that, because I know I think she went through hell
Let's not
to get the right horses.
Getting those
give Meg
thoroughbreds.
credit because she doesn't deserve it.
Do you think
Yeah.
it goes to her head?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go too.
Yeah.
She's trying to steal Rocco's thunder. This is a Rocco shirt through and through.
Okay.
She had to
Get
look at a
Meg
lot
outta
of
here.
pictures of horses, so props for that. But make no mistake, the original concept.
Yeah.
Holds true.
Meg is going to walk around trying to take credit for this shirt. I designed it. It's a Meg design. Get out of here, Meg.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That is a
God.
Rocco piece.
That
Deal
is-
with
and
it.
And if she tries to take credit for it, let's just say Italians know what to do with horses,
Whoa.
don't they?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wow.
Meg's going to wake up in Texas tomorrow.
With her favorite horse, dead.
What's wet? Why am I wet?
It's like a horse. This is
Yeah. It's like a unicorn.
Is that a reference to something? Are you a...
It's a
Is that like a Forrest? Is that a Forrest Gump
Coda
thing?
thing.
Yeah, nobody saw that movie, so I don't.
oh,
I saw Coda only.
true movie nuts. Got it. Anyway,
I got an email last week after the show.
yeah.
Like 5 minutes after the show was over, I got an email from a fan. Well,
Nice.
a fan.
Well, they zipped
a
it
viewer.
Right to you.
I
They
think
might
I
be
told-
watching right
yeah.
now. I don't remember their name. It was something like Valerium or something. I shouldn't.
yeah,
I'm not going to
doesn't matter.
guesstimate what their name was because I don't remember. But I remember the context of the email because it hurt me to my soul.
Oh, no. Like,
They said I was too vulgar
Yeah.
on this show. Then they said that I personally, Derek Acosta, offend them and had offended them because I was so unnecessarily vulgar. And then they casually mentioned that they had to turn the speakers of the podcast down because they didn't want their parents to get upset that they were watching it.
oh,
Yeah.
And it really made me think about my role on this show. Am I too vulgar? Am I too much? I don't know. I've been
Well,
doing the show for a long time.
If you don't want mom and dad to hear, you got to put headphones in.
Maybe
Yeah, it's
I've
called
gone,
earbuds.
it sucks because you grow up in America and everybody's always telling you, oh, be yourself. Just be you. Don't try to be anybody else. Being other people bad, being
Yeah.
yourself good.
And
So then I come on this podcast and I'm myself and I say all this stuff and people are constantly telling me to shut up
Vulgar.
and telling me that I'm offensive or trying to silence me. And it's just, I just feel so misunderstood. That being said, I'm going to try to be less vulgar on this show.
Was it the swears?
I think specifically they said they didn't like the fact that I flipped off the camera with my hand by my crotch.
Yeah. I
What's
remember
wrong
And
with
then
that.
I was, remember last week I was like doing this stuff. I had like a green screen suit on and I like
Yeah.
shoved my hands down my crotch and started making weird hand gestures. That was too much.
That's sensual.
Hey, just me being me. So
They sent me an email too.
yeah,
that
they did.
was-
They
it was-
reported me to
Rocco,
they
I hope
reported me
you
to my
know-
boss.
Rocco,
I
I hope
wouldn't
you
hear.
know I'm not going to watch the show anymore because Derek is too gross and vulgar as he always is. And when I read that email, I was like, oh, this is a kid. This is for sure.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, but
And you know what? I'm afraid of
I don't wanna
kids.
age
I'll
anyone.
tell you. It's the new generation. I'm going to be old someday, and the new generation's going to come
Someday.
after me. They're going to be like, you were never funny. You were always vulgar.
Yep.
This is why we're shooting you. So I'm scared of the young kids out there.
Yeah.
Running Man style. Take us out when we're 67 or something?
Yeah. Running Man style. Logan's
Logan.
Logan.
Running Logan.
Old man Logan style.
Run, Logan, run. That's it. The French,
Yeah.
that foreign film.
I
Yeah.
was I was in Sprouts today. You guys ever shop at Sprouts?
Oh, yeah, it's like a healthy grocery store. Yeah.
No, fuck that.
So
used to be
healthy.
Boney's, used to be
It's
Henry's.
all the good stuff. And I'm in line,
Wasn't
and I
it
look
Stumps
over.
at one point? Sorry.
No, it
Did I
was
make that
Boney's.
up?
I've never.
Yeah.
heard
What'd
of
you
it
say?
being called that.
He said
Wasn't it called Stumps at one point?
I don't remember it being called that.
Stumps became, there's been a
No,
lot of healthy.
It was Boney's.
Boney's, Stumps.
Well, that's a
Ralph's,
terrible name too.
Henry's.
Boney's?
Alfreeze. Okay,
Well, it sounds like you're horny. Go ahead. Sorry.
Who's horny?
I am, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
So I was at Sprouts today and I look over on the shelf and they have CBD bath salts.
Nice.
Okay.
Dude.
Wait, isn't that
That's
drugs?
rad, dude. CBD bath salts.
Dude, yeah.
And I'm
smoke those.
thinking I'm going to smoke that
Yeah.
And then watch out, everybody, in the Sprouts supplement aisle looking at vitamins because I'm high on these CBD bath salts.
Yeah.
Coming through, tearing them. I go into the stevia chocolate aisle. I grab some woman's face. I start like chewing on it.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rip it. I go over to the Tower of Guava Fruit. There's some guy there with sandals on. And then like a, anime robot gone berserk. I start eating his guts out.
Yeah.
Because I'm high on these bath salts.
Bath salts
and then I
do that.
realize I feel so relaxed right now
Yeah.
because of all the CBD bath salts I smoked.
Yeah.
It has like a counter effect.
So, yeah, the health food stores in California are awesome.
Nice.
They got stuff that you can't get at the other places.
It might get me to bathe.
It's like just under the law, the bath salts.
Am I crazy? It was called Stumps.
I've never heard it called Stumps.
You're
but
crazy.
I remember it was called Bonies at one point.
Bonies? Yeah, and I didn't want to go there.
No, but I was just because at that point I
I
was watching
did.
Wienerville on
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
that's what I thought. Wienerville.
So it was there was Boney the character.
Yeah, I thought the fucking clerk was going to be like, I'm Boney, leave me alone.
Get out of here.
And
So you guys haven't-
but that didn't happen. But it was like Stumps, and then it was
gone
like
there,
butt, like it had the
What?
worst series of names.
But what?
I think it was butt
Butt-
fuckers at some point.
No.
Oh no, that's Fuddruckers.
Stumps.
And in a movie.
Stumps sounds like a
Does it really matter?
No, but I don't know.
general store.
There was Henry's, and
Stumps.
Henry's became Boney's, and then a competitor to Boney's was Stumps, and then Stumps turned into Sprouts, and then Henry's, Boney's went out of business, and so Sprouts is the only one that's left.
I just feel like all these names suck. Like, why don't you have a cool name? You want to go to even Sprouts? Yo, you want to go to Sprouts?
Well, that makes you think of like organic vegetables.
Makes me think of fucking gardening. I don't want to do that.
What should they call it? Burgers?
No, just call it like good,
Meats?
like good stuff or something. I don't know.
Good stuff.
Snazzies.
Snazzies, exactly.
Yeah, we're on
You
the
know-
same page.
I just
Just have just like Ricky's or something. Just a name.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Ralph's.
called Boney's.
Ralph's is a Boney's. That's not a name.
It's
hey,
horny.
meet my friend Boney. Nah, I'm good.
it sounds like
Boney.
a boner.
I think it was Henry's.
Yeah. Oh, but that's
That
a
was
name.
fine.
But that's a sucky name.
Well,
Be
then it
like
became
Dave.
Boney's.
Sorry to anybody watching named Henry, especially hardcore. I just, I don't know. I guess that's a name. Henry's is okay. Henry's I'll accept because
Kept
that's
it,
a name.
yeah.
But like, yeah, Boney. Who's Boney? That sounds like your drug dealer.
I think that was
or a
Henry's
dinosaur.
last name.
What's that?
I think his name was Henry Boney.
Henry Boney. Dr. Boney,
Yes,
I presume. You have a nasty habit of surviving.
Remember when they changed Oscars to Patton Oscars because his wife threatened to leave him if he didn't do that?
Oh. Is that
And
really
then
what it was?
and then Oscar was like, just call it Pat's because I don't care anymore.
I
Because his
thought-
wife sucked the joy out of the restaurant. It was like, just take my name out of it then.
I thought it was a thing with the Oscars.
Really?
Wasn't it? I thought it was something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a place called
That was
Oscars.
the cover story.
And the Academy was like, yo, you got to do something because we own that.
Yeah, right.
So they went, all right, get my wife's name in here too. Patton Oscars. That was a terrible name change.
Here's the true story. It
Oscars.
was, why
Terrible
is my
restaurant.
name in it? Why is it Oscar and not Pat?
Yeah.
So then he
I'm
comes
helping.
and he's like, so we're going to have to call it Patton Oscars.
Anything
And they're
for
like,
you,
that's
Queen."
stupid. He's like, well, we might get sued if we don't. So don't be mad at Pat. It's Patton Oscars now.
Yeah, he's trying to look cool.
I can't tell if it's a new restaurant and the other one just went away, or if they changed their name. But the Oscars that turned into Patton Oscars is now called like O's
America's Kitchen. Yeah.
I think it's the same.
They just changed their name again to
I think
O's.
so.
O's,
O's
yeah.
Kitchen. I
And
think
now
that name
Oprah's going to
sucks.
sue them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they got to call it OPs, O and P's.
Yeah.
OPs.
Well, P and
OP,
O's.
and then OP is going to sue him.
They're going to call it PO.
Yeah.
I did hear
And all the
they-
boxes are going to sue him at that point.
They did get a divorce though, so that's why it went straight to Oscars.
I think I did hear about
Anyways, this podcast rules. We
sick.
I just
are
well,
awesome.
Oh,
History, dude.
let me just say real fast. When it was Oscars or Patton Oscar, does anyone else in the country even have these?
Does anybody care?
So maybe nobody
anybody
cares.
watching
Yeah,
give a
I,
shit?
'cause I
Sean.
was going to go off on it, and it's like, does anyone at
The
home
only
even care?
person I know who eats there is fucking Sean.
That's what I was gonna say next. Is like we went there in high school, and it was like, yeah, this is like forgettable. This place, and somehow two chains that I think Sean and his family have kept alive are
Yes.
that and Round Table Pizza. I don't know anyone going to those places.
No.
And then anytime I talk to Sean on any day, What are you? Oh, you're having dinner? Yeah, we're going to Round Table Pizza. Who is doing? It's like a
expensive.
Twilight. Hey, Sean loves the Twilight Zone. I swear it's a Twilight Zone episode where they've been closed for years, but they're only open for Sean, and he doesn't know that they're not dead.
Yeah, they're spectral.
Like they're ghosts that show up. Yes, Sean, we've been waiting for you. We have the Wombo combo,
That's
just
why
like
he's so
you
skinny.
like.
$5, please.
He's eating that spectral
$45
pizza.
for cheese pizza, just like you remember, and as a child. I think it's something like that. Again, Sean in The Shining, like a purgatory state.
Don't be mean to Sean.
No. I'm not
not
being
here
mean.
to defend
I'm just
himself.
saying he's the only one who can enter that gateway of.
I could go for some Round Table Pizza right
Some
now. I'll
round
tell you.
table.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Get out your fucking checkbook. Take out a second mortgage.
Get out your fucking checkbook.
Hey, make me laugh. Go.
He's smiling.
Fuck you.
You got me.
You asshole. I can't believe that worked. Holy shit. What is wrong with me? Fuck you.
You're like a baby.
How did that work? I thought that wasn't going to work, and then I cracked. Damn
Okay,
it.
well,
Damn you. God damn you.
Garrett can make you laugh, but guess what?
What?
I'm gonna scare you.
All right. What? What was that?
Did that scare you? I don't know. Michael Jackson did it
Shaking.
in the Ghost video. That's what he did to scare everybody. And
I want to say Garrett is
it would
funnier than you are scary.
I mean, okay. I mean, Michael Jackson was.
If we're comparing Garrett's comedy to Rocco's frightfulness, Garrett wins.
Read Michael Jackson's Wikipedia.
Yeah, I studied vaudevillian. I go back. My roots are deep.
That was crazy. That was a good bit. I can't believe that shit worked. Damn.
Does the
I can't-
Midnight Society not approve of that one?
What are you talking about?
Did
They
you
didn't have. I tried to get a Matrix. They didn't have a Matrix beanie.
Did you order
That's
that
the
off
only reason I have this.
Nickelodeon.com?
What?
Did you order that off snick.com?
They didn't have a Matrix beanie. I did my
Canuck
best on short
Network
notice.
dot- I'm just
I don't know
wondering
what
if-
to tell you.
Can.
All right, it was probably
tried to
Nickelodeon.com.
I got
He
the
won't reveal the
Matrix
sources,
shoes.
ladies and gentlemen,
I
but
got
I'm going to
the
say
shoes. They didn't have a
90%
beanie.
chance it was Nickelodeon.com.
Shouts out on the shoes,
Hey.
though.
Hey, let me tell you about a serious problem I had this week.
Okay.
I know it's a tough year,
Okay.
but what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Frito-Lay's has been advertising. They've got holiday clothing.
Okay.
Which, again, I got to
Right
say,
up your
bravo
alley.
to the targeted marketing, because I've been getting this ad on my Twitter every day that Frito-Lay's has Christmas clothing.
How did they figure that out?
Somehow
How did they zone in on this guy?
Somehow they figured it out. And they're showing all this stuff. Half of it's not in stock. Like I was on it day one. And yeah, check out. There's a literally a Lay's beanie. Like it looks like the yellow bag beanie. And it even comes with a bag of chips.
Why?
And it's like, and it says like, yeah, check it out. It doesn't say sold out or out of stock. It's like, yeah, here it is. There's no link to buy it.
Oh.
There's no link here. They're just showing it off. Like they have a Doritos one. That's you could click that and buy it, but not the Lay's one.
There's such legitimate sadness. Like, there's no link to buy the chip.
Well,
pack.
They're torturing you.
Yeah, they
What
know
are they
my
doing?
style, but they won't let me get one.
There's no
It's
link
like
to
not
buy
ready
it.
yet or something.
Dude,
How
I
dare
felt
they?
this way.
How dare they tease you?
Like,
felt
why
this-
show it?
They're
Don't show
fucking
it.
with you, and that's not
And
right.
I'll take it a step further. Every year, Microsoft has some stupid like thing where I think it's a contest they do every year. They make, and I think they were just for staff before. Maybe I have it wrong, but they made a Windows 98. Well, they made a Windows 95 and a Windows XP Christmas sweater that has like old iconography from the old versions of Windows. And you could only like win it in previous years. This year, they put up a link. Hey, you know what? Enough people have asked us for it. Here it is. Pre-order now.
Yeah.
I was stoked about that too. Ships end of January.
Oh, for real?
Guys, you're in Microsoft and all your unlimited resources
It's a
couldn't
Christmas
get that
sweater.
out by Christmas. Guys, come on. So I've been very let down by these giant corporations this year. I just got to say it. They're really letting me down.
Oh, first time for everything.
Well,
I wanted to wear the Microsoft sweater and the Frito-Lay's beanie, and I'm denied again and again.
that's why you got to get on your cell phone. Genki made that app so you could take down the big corporation the rocks on. Oh, that's that boring one-note video game that we've been playing.
So boring, you can't stop talking about
Oh
it.
my god!
What is that?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Oh,
You got to take down rocks on.
I didn't even remember that. Oh my god.
Not the purple bad guys, the red bad guys.
Oh yeah, it's like Kool-Aid. They're different. Looks purple, tastes red.
It's like a switch.
I remember seeing the sticker on food that I remember the most from growing up is
Manager
I
Special?
remember
Oh.
there was a Kool-Aid, like, remember Squeeze-Its?
Yeah.
Well, Kool-Aid had their own version of it, and they were like in a golden bottle, like a yellow thing. But they were fruit punch. They just didn't make it red. You know, you associate fruit punch with red.
Sure.
They made them yellow. And I remember the sticker had the Kool-Aid guy smiling, and it says, looks yellow, tastes red. And I just remember thinking like that stuck with me forever. Like, what a weird.
That was a sticker too, so they added
Yeah.
that to the product.
You
as
could
an
tell
afterthought.
it was like, oh, people aren't buying it because they think it's probably lemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird that we tie our shit is color coded like that? That I don't know. As like a young man, that like broke my mind. I was like, oh, we have an expectation that it must be red. You know what I mean? That was like a weird.
I ran into that when they re-released Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
multiple
yeah.
people said it tasted like Sprite.
Yeah.
It didn't taste like Sprite whatsoever.
it's not
just
Sprite.
clear like Sprite, and everybody was like
Yes.
losing their minds.
Yeah.
Some of the sugar-free sodas, they all went clear about a year ago, like
Yeah.
that Zevia brand that
Yeah.
we like. And I remember at first it's jarring because you open up like a root beer or Dr. Zevia or what, a cola even,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, it's fucking clear.
Yeah.
Like Blue Sky used to be like that too.
I've had that Zevia drink. I've had it poured into a glass before, and I didn't like it as much. I didn't think
it's
it.
cold. Oh, you drink cola.
I didn't think it was as good, and I don't know it now. Sometimes there are certain drinks that taste better in a certain container. I maintain that.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe it stays colder in aluminum, or maybe it's maybe it's something. So it could. But that's what I can't figure out is it that, or is it that my brain when I pour it into a clear glass sees that it's clear and no longer associates it with cola?
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, there's some deep
How
coded
do it
shit.
know? How do it know, Derek?
What? What? I started daydreaming. It's clear cola. Does it taste different? The answer is no.
Aren't there fruits that have different colors? Like they can make bell peppers are like yellow, red, or green.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, falling asleep again.
All taste the same.
Sorry.
Wake
just
up.
Calling it like I see it.
Nah, it's not. It's not your fault.
It's weird how, like, if something is grape, like we have to make it purple. You know, it's like shit like that. Like, why
It's
is
what
that?
we're used to. It's how we've
Isn't that weird though?
pre-designed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but lemon lime. See, Sprite is like I want clear, not green or yellow. I want it. I want
Yeah.
lemon lime flavor to be like crystal.
If Sprite was suddenly green tomorrow, I
Yeah, I'd
wouldn't, I
be
wouldn't
like-
trust it.
I'd go, what is this?
Yeah.
Mountain Dew?
Anyway, that's all on that subject. I just remember that.
That is all.
Remember having that thought.
What color do you think orange tastes like?
Orange. It has.
Gotta be orange.
But does orange soda really taste like an orange? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that we're just used to.
Oh yeah,
I
because my
heard,
favorite is artificial banana.
Isn't it true that like raspberry flavor can only be achieved by like raccoon anal gland secretions?
I thought that was. Yeah, it's something, but I don't know if it was a raspberry flavor, but it's some kind of flavor.
We this last week, me, Kevin, and Johnny tried the McRib for the first time.
Ew.
Yeah, that sucks.
Have you had it before?
Of course, I've had it before.
we
and
had
I was
never had
amazed.
it.
First of all, Johnny came in and he's like, "Yo, we went and got the McRib," and I was like, "Why?
Never
We
tried
never
it.
had it.
Garbage."
Yeah,
and then
I
he
tried
said
it.
he'd never had one. I was like, "Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
You had like a pressed meat brick drizzled in barbecue sauce."
It sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I'm not gonna say I hated it. It might have been one of the better items at the hospital cafeteria. It was edible. It didn't make me gag, but it was just like I said. I think I said it there. It was just more of a why situation. But I had a holiday pie. Have you ever had that before?
No,
Does that ring a bell?
I really don't go to McDonald's that often.
Yeah,
that's my least frequented.
I'd never heard of it. But it was like vanilla custard in a like it was like their apple pie, but it was like sprinkled and had a vanilla thing inside. It was all right. I mean, it was a little weird, but it wasn't bad. But someone left a comment on the video because I recorded all this. Somebody left a comment on the video that like the flavoring of that is from what was it? Some creature's asshole.
Everything comes from an asshole.
But that's what I thought. I was like, I went like, oh, what a stupid comment. But then I was like, exactly what you just said.
Like vanilla bean.
I was like, I feel like I did read that in something. Like there was something. So now I don't know if they're playing
like,
with me or not.
It's expensive to extract vanilla bean, so that there's the cheaper way of like milking some beaver's asshole or something.
It was something like that. It was like a raccoon's asshole or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was.
But I don't know.
How do you get that job?
Yeah,
Are they hiring? Can I be
hope
an
so.
asshole gland?
Times are
milker?
tough.
How many raccoons do you need to make a business profitable? Because you can't make enough juice with two.
Do you think every once in a while you could just take a bump, like just a little of the gland? Just
Yeah.
ooh,
just like
fresh,
just
fresh
a nail
vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best vanilla I've ever tasted.
Yeah,
Fuck,
you definitely.
God, you know
Yeah.
what?
Sicko.
Valencia or whatever. It's not my fault. That's where they get the flavor from.
Yeah.
Okay, don't blame me.
This is
Dude,
just science.
Their parents are so upset that you're talking about kissing a raccoon's gland.
Yeah,
I'll
because
use
they
the
don't
proper
understand context.
English.
I'm not talking about kissing a raccoon's asshole.
I'm talking about
I'm
getting
talking
high.
about sucking the juice out of the glands because it tastes good.
Sick.
Come on.
Do you ever get a comment that says it looks like his butt stinks, and you don't know if it means?
I don't think I've gotten that
Hold
comment.
on. Well, I mean, just try to see things from my perspective.
Devil's
And
advocate.
you're up at night thinking, is it that they think my butt stinks? Because it would. I think that's safe to say, probably.
If you're
But
farting.
or is it that he looks like his butt stinks? Do you know what I mean? Like
Crusty.
the terrible stench of that. He looks like that. Do you know what I mean?
Like Dr. Shit.
Like
No,
he looks.
It was the first one.
The way he look. Okay, well, because I could go.
Because I don't
know.
understand the second one. He looks like his butt.
He like there's
he looks like his butt stinks.
yes. There's comments
He
where I
looks
actually
like
don't
the
know.
stink of a butt.
Yeah.
If we could personify butt fumes,
Like
it
this
would
guy
look
looks
like
as bad
this
as
guy.
he smells, kind of thing. Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
it that you look like you just smelled your stinking butt and you're
Yeah.
like,
That's what I mean. Like
I think it's the first one.
it could. There's a lot of ways to take it, and I've been like I rack my brain every time I get that comment. I start like
every time.
anytime I'm left
that
anytime I'm
a
left
lot?
that comment, just know it's a sleepless night. So
Dude,
Well,
you're
I know
trying-
if
If you're happy with that,
on
go
this
ahead, but-
podcast.
you know.
I'm afraid to see what they type below.
Well, let's remind them that, we do have a strict no negative comments policy
Yeah.
in place.
Yeah, we forgot to say that at the top of the
Gotta
show.
follow the
but
rules,
we do,
guys.
No negative comments,
Hey,
please.
you know what though? For this week, I'm gonna allow negative comments because we need a kick in the pants every once in a while.
Keep on our
Because
toes.
sometimes we think we're so great. You gotta let us know when we suck. So
Yeah, that's
this
true.
week only, if you have a negative comment, we will allow it. This week only.
Here's how. But what I do feel like we should do is again, if you remember the my youth pastor would love this saga.
Sure.
We wanted people to leave that comment because we found out YouTube might demonetize or hurt your video in the rankings if you have too many negative comments. So you can leave a negative comment, but I would ask you to leave a second comment
Balance.
that says my youth pastor would love this. So leave it.
the key to life
If,
is
if both are
balance.
there, it'll balance the
Yin
whole process.
and yang. We
Yeah.
need you to do
You
your
know
part.
what? In
Yeah.
the name of balance,
Yeah.
what I'd really like to see
Mhm.
on this podcast,
Sure.
perfect like to dislike ratio.
Okay. Keep it in.
Yeah, I agree.
always-
100% likes.
Yes.
The perfect
Well,
balance is all things should be.
Let's see. Balance it out. Or let's keep it positive.
Yeah.
Because obviously Rocco's like, you're encouraging people to give us dislikes.
Yeah.
Let's do a perfect like to comment ratio.
okay.
So 1 like for every comment, 1 comment for every like. Let's keep those numbers
And if there's ever more.
completely balanced.
Yeah.
I
want
want to do what no YouTuber has ever done, guys. 100% likes and
Yeah,
not
no
one
one's done that.
dislike.
Yeah, you would
Can we
want
trust
that.
you guys?
I don't think people can do that for you.
I think they'll do it.
Be the first.
I bet our fans are so cool, we're not going to get one dislike.
But
Are you
what
up
if
to
we
the
have
challenge?
an infiltrator?
Nope. Maybe Rooster Teeth would have like a spy on the boat.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
We don't play that game. I know the Internet Soldiers, they don't play that game. So let's see if I'm right.
Congratulations to our friends at Rooster Teeth. They got into Fortnite.
Yeah.
That was a big
yeah.
deal.
That was huge. Huge.
Oh no.
Donald Trump.
Oh man, I
Ninja
I
and
figured.
Jeff are playing together.
You got Griff,
It's fucking.
Griff
Bernie?
and Ninja.
I think it was Sarge
Sarge and Ninja.
and Ninja.
Gus.
Caboose and Ninja are in the same screen and they're
Big
both
news.
riffing. And
Matt,
I am like
Joel and Donut. And Ninja. Yeah.
Go fly a donut,
Yeah.
dump fist. My
that-
favorite Joel line.
yeah, they are insane. And Blood Gulch is in Fortnite.
You can.
So you can kind of get a sense of that.
You
Blood
can get
Gulch,
on
get
both
another
sides.
game with Blood Gulch in it. Kind of cool to hear about. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Blood Gulch in Smash.
You know,
I'm just playing with
Rooster
you guys.
Teeth, they think they're so great.
Yeah.
Oh, we got into Fortnite. Well, Mega64 has this podcast
And Scribblenauts.
and Scribblenauts.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
equally,
Don't count that
equally
out.
important.
And altogether a powerhouse.
What?
Both of those together,
This
We're
podcast.
unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scribblenauts. You
the
can
number
write
one
anything.
gaming podcast, the number one game. Or I don't know where it ranks, but Scribblenauts. Yeah, it's huge. They got Nyan Cat.
She's
Enough
in
said.
there. Yep.
Enough said on that. So anyway, go ahead and type Barbara Dunkelman into Scribblenauts. You're not gonna get anything. Type my name.
I actually think they took us out of Scribblenauts.
Stocks.
No, we're still in. We're even in the app.
Yeah. Ever since the one, it's all carried over.
What was the first one we were put in? The
Scribblenauts-
DS one.
Scribblenauts Unlimited. I think it was a
Unlimited.
DS game.
But then everyone since then, because I've played the app
Yeah.
game quite a bit, and it's so cool. We're all
Yeah.
still in
I
there.
thought they did like a DC or crossover or something.
did,
in
yeah,
there.
they
you
did.
can do all kinds of
And
stuff.
we had to be taken out of that.
Were we? Yeah, I don't know.
And then I had just assumed from that point on we weren't in it. But
I
maybe I'm
thought-
incorrect. Who knows?
I thought we were in the DC one too, because I feel like I got an email that was like, "Yo, like you guys are fighting Superman in this." Like I thought, but I could be totally making that
Oh,
up.
it's on my other phone. Damn.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Garrett, in case anyone missed it, he was upset. It's on his other phone. So just in case you wanted to.
Yeah, I was gonna just double check that we're still in, but I'll pull my other phone out. I mean, there's no problem there.
Upgraded from the 2DS.
You know, it's not the same without Sean. I'm going to say
I know.
the energy level's off.
It's a
Didn't think I would
slower
miss the
pace.
guy, but here we are. Didn't
Yeah.
think he could pull me down so much, but here he did it by not being here. Asshole.
I'll try to compensate. They have Vin Diesel in a dinosaur game. Fuck off. I don't need that. The dinosaurs.
Yeah, I do miss him.
Now my kids are asking if dinosaurs are real. Fuck off. Goodbye.
It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny, I don't know. Do a Sean thing right now. Edit
Johnny-
like on Tuesday. Edit like a "We Miss You, Sean" montage. Of,
Yeah.
like Sean's greatest moments.
Like
Just-
Sean, almost like Sean the movie.
Yeah, like just kind of insert Sean vibes into the show.
Yeah.
at this
Sean
point.
Sprinkle
cast it.
Sean stuff throughout the show so that it doesn't feel like that's lacking, you know?
Or you can just condense it all right here, like 10, 20 minute. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes. You can do 10. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought it would be 20.
beautiful.
You look like a freak. You look like pretty.
Okay,
Pretty.
Derek, now get a dart out.
Now you look like Homer Simpson, Sean.
He's getting changed for $5. He's been in line the whole time.
$5 for the quarters.
He's got a smile on his face.
The city needs great.
All the rich millionaires bought them all. Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Mike?
I don't give a fuck what's up. I give a shit, Mike.
All right, ready? All right, take a pic. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, sorry. All right. Can we use our camera? 1. Oh wait, hold on. 1, 2, 1. I'm gonna start over one more time. I'm sorry. This is like 1. When I count to 3, it's gonna be on 3, and then I'm gonna say go. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, not focus. 1, 2, 3. And all right, well, I think we had it like a minute ago. So all right, whatever.
Dude, I forgot my bag. Sorry, can you get it?
All right, welcome back from that. That was what a tribute. Jeez, man. I tell you what, I'm really.
That was
it's like
good
he's here.
job.
It's like he never left. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Actually, where are we at?
We're
on
at
time?
7:20.
Oh, we're good. Yeah, we've come to the end of the show.
And
What
I
are you doing
I
anything?
just checked.
We
We're
didn't even
all
do shit. Can I
Rocco,
curse?
Derek, and Garrett. We're all in Scribble Knots Unlimited here, or what's this app called? Scribble
TurboTax.
Knots. Oh yeah, shit, that is. Oh,
Is
What do you-
is
it's
it
just
true?
called Scribble Knots.
Is it true TurboTax is adding stories next month?
It's yeah, but they disappear. It's like a weird story.
Financial stories.
It's green screened out.
Here's my
but-
tax info. Oh, it's gone. What, were you gonna say something, Derek?
No.
Oh, okay. TV update.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
I forgot about.
Oh yeah.
They don't know?
I thought it was like,
Oh,
well, what shows
man.
have we been watching?
It's bad, guys. It's real bad. No, I took the chat's advice and was able to take it back to Best Buy, and they took care of me. I had to pay a little extra, swapped it out for an LG. I took it home and installed it, and it's all good. And I am convinced that it did receive damage in the shipping process.
Oh, yeah,
because
Sure.
the more I think about it, I don't know. It could go either way. I don't know how the TV got broken. I honestly don't. I, in my heart, want to say it was them, but I can't 100% because I don't know. But they took care of me. Now here's the thing. I'm starting to feel like some people are making fun of me for saying that the TVs are big. The TVs can be too big, you know? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a room, there is definitely a limit. You don't want to sit, so close to the thing, and if it's too huge.
I got feedback being like, you're crazy with your little TV fetish. That's their words, not mine.
Yep,
Really?
Yep. That's
Wow.
their.
They said it.
I know you like those 5-inchers. Yeah.
A small TV fetish.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tiny tuber?
I do have a big TV now. I am enjoying it, but I still, I love a good small TV. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's
Do you think
true.
your TV's too big? Is it too big for your living room?
I don't think it's too big for my living room because I think the whole household can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I do think there is such a thing as a TV that is too big for a room.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that TV in a bedroom. I put
No.
my foot down. Hard no.
Okay.
Sorry. TV's too big. It's imposing. I honestly think, and here's where I'm coming from legitimately, I think the TV starts to become a centerpiece of the room. And if you want that, cool. But I think I'm the type of person where I don't necessarily want the entire room to be like
This is where the
focused
TV
around
is.
this viewing screen, you know?
Yeah.
Personally. And I think a TV can overwhelm the vibe of a room if it's too big.
Yeah, my living room, the only reason to be in there is that, so I didn't mind. Like I did center it around that, and that's the only. And if I'm not doing that, I'm not in there. I get the hell out of there. But my bedroom, that's a different story. That's
Do you have a big TV in the bedroom?
actually yes. It's like mounted above my bed. And
What?
It's fucking huge.
On the ceiling?
No,
It's
not
gonna
on the
fall
ceiling,
on
but
him.
it's like
Oh, okay.
like tilt. It's on the wall, but tilted to where it's kind of over. You know, like.
Yikes.
I can wake up and like play fucking video games just like looking at it
Wow.
like that. And it's great because I've streamed from there a couple times, and that's a great idea because you never fall asleep.
You're in bed
It is
on your
it's
pillows.
I thought it would be the funniest angle. Like the camera's up there, and I'm playing. Like, when do you turn on Twitch and see a guy like fucking in his bed? Like, you know, it just looked funny, and then I fell asleep, and I never did that again.
Yikes.
It was. Like,
I don't have a TV.
I mean, I kind of knew what was happening. I was like,
Did the chat wake you up? Or
Well, I was
no?
like, you can watch me sleep, but just like everything else on Twitch, it's a bannable thing.
Oh fuck.
They're like, but now I'm reading articles that are like, look what Twitch partners are doing. They're sleeping on stream to raise money for a cause. It's like I was doing this on accident
And you said I wasn't allowed.
for a good cause, my rest. Anyway, sorry. Were you saying something? Did I cut somebody?
I
off?
was just saying I don't even have a TV in my bedroom currently.
Oh yeah.
No,
Honestly, I have it there, but I find that I don't really want to play games there. Like I kind of want to like get out and I'll sit in my living
honestly,
room.
like as time goes on, I find I use a TV less and less. I'm just more looking at my phone all day.
Mhm.
And, you know,
I think I have a TV in every bedroom except for the bathrooms.
oh, you got to get one in the bathroom.
You have a TV in the kitchen.
Yeah, I have a
A CRT?
TV.
Yeah.
I have a CRT in the kitchen.
What do you
that's hooked
watch in
up.
the kitchen?
I play. That's where
stuff.
the CRT is hooked up to the Genesis currently. And the Sega CDs.
Kitchen
in there, too.
gaming.
Yeah, you gotta have a little, Wolf. My favorite Wolf Pack developer for
Yeah.
the Sega CD. They made all those great anime games.
I have a CRT too, with like old systems hooked up to it. That's in my living room too. That's on that side, and then the new TV is on the other side.
Yeah.
So when you sit in the middle, you are between two
You're
worlds.
in the technodrome.
But in the
You are
you
garage,
can experience all technologies in the gaming
Yeah.
form from the past 3 decades.
Yep.
Welcome to the future.
I remember the band Angels and Airwaves talked about writing their albums,
Yeah.
yeah.
and they said, "We all got." Oh, I can't. That's not Tom DeLonge. We all.
He's
we
like-
all- I don't know how.
yeah,
how
he's
the
like-
fuck does he talk?
Like a San
Hi, I'm
Diegan.
Tom DeLonge.
Hey, I'm Tom DeLonge, and he talked about we get in a room together, and on one end of the room we play war footage, and just the lowest humanity can go.
Sure, Ryan
And
loves
say it
those
this
sessions.
slowly?
And what?
Did he talk this slowly?
Yeah, and then on the other end of the room we play 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is the furthest mankind can go,
Well,
and in the
2010.
middle we write a love song.
You should have watched.
He said
2010.
that?
It goes
Yeah,
beyond that.
he I'm really not joking. He really did say that.
Can you imagine the other members of the
I know
band?
they're all in the other room going, "Fuck."
Tom's in there on his fucking alien shit again, playing 2 movies on each side of the room.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I try to do that too. I'm writing like skits. I'll put
What do you put on?
the most miserable thing and the most funny thing. So I've got like
What do you have?
Private skit writing sessions.
yeah, for my personal channel or something.
This is like masterclass shit. You
It
guys
goes
are
like
doing
the
this for
Vader
free.
Dome, but it's with television surrounding it,
Vader Dome.
so you can create.
What are your two?
On one TV, I'm playing. What's the most miserable thing you could play on a TV?
Mega64 version 1.
Yeah, that's on one TV.
Remember,
I was gonna say Faces of Death, but that
to remember
or
the past.
version 1 is over there, and on the other side, funniest thing ever made.
Rocco's "Fuck You ISIS" video.
Yeah, and in the middle, I write a skit. In the middle, I write
figure update.
No, in the middle, I write trying the McRib for the first time.
That's good.
Just right in the
right in the center.
Kind of
the best and the worst of mankind put together. You get the McRib.
Yep.
Review.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still a McVirgin. I have not.
When I write funny skits privately, I put on funniest thing ever: Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
Season. Which
That's on
season?
one
Johnny's already laughing.
Johnny, what's funny about that?
Coming from, buddy. Then I put on the most miserable thing ever. I don't remember.
Sean's
what it
the
is.
Waster series.
Yeah, Sean's the Waster
Ouch.
series.
I mean, he's wasting all that stuff.
Yeah, and then I vibe to little Yanni, and I write. I don't know, man. We don't write skits anymore. When was the last time we wrote a skit? Oh wait, yesterday.
Never.
You guys predict too much shit with your skits.
Yeah, we did.
Air mites.
Oh,
and
so-
No,
Johnny.
legitimately, on that note,
Silverhand.
we don't write skits anymore because all the skits we wrote 10 years ago are still relevant.
Yeah.
So there's no point in writing new comedy bits because we would just be rehashing bits we already did.
We did. I meant to say that earlier, but we did we got a second life on multiple videos with this Cyberpunk release. When the reviews came out, everyone was raging out about the scores.
Oh,
So
yeah.
okay, put out our modern game journalism the movie video. Put that on. That got it went huge across a bunch of different platforms, and then we got the game didn't work. So then we put out our Playdate video, and then there was stuff going on with the delivery services that was messed up. So I put out the Death Stranding video again, and people were sharing them like they were brand new. It was like, what?
That's
Okay,
it, baby. We're grandfathered in.
I want to say there was another one too, but I can't remember. But anyway,
Let's rest on our laurels. 2021.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. 2021,
Taking
resting
it
on our
easy.
laurels.
We worked
No,
too
we
hard
have-
during the
Yeah,
pandemic.
in 2021, we're going to rest on our laurels.
If you
That's
get
gonna be
to
our new
s-
thing.
Yeah, our new thing.
I can't wait for them to see what we've been doing, though.
Yeah,
Real
me too.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It's so close.
They can't wait
Yeah.
to either because they've been hearing that for a long time.
Yeah,
I'm seeing weird. I don't even want to go into it.
Don't, man. You're going to get.
I'm seeing weird shit on the Twitter. I don't know what's happening.
yeah.
Shit's
best,
getting close.
Best not to even go into it, but I am excited.
Oh,
What were we saying before that? Something about.
our old videos being just classics.
Yeah, yeah.
In memoriam, always coming back around.
Oh no, but it's funny you mentioned Yanni because I really did listen to that while I was writing something recently. What was I? I don't remember. There was something that we needed to revise or something, and I was going over it, and I didn't realize. Sometimes I'll put on like just soundtracks to stuff, and somebody online compiled like a mega Epcot album. Like here's all the music they play
Oh,
in the background at Epcot while you're there. I was like, yeah, cool. Put that on. You'd be surprised how much Yanni they played in that fucking
At
park.
Acropolis?
I did not realize.
all I know was that like the one CD my grandparents had for their CD player
Yeah.
was Yanni at Acropolis.
Yeah, that album's a banger,
Is that really good?
dude. Everyone at home, Acropolis with Yanni, get on it.
I never got
Slam
in.
that shit.
I never got into Yanni. Go figure you
Dude.
would through Epcot.
Yeah, Yanni kicked that. Yanni and John Tesh, they play that shit like crazy.
Yanni and Johnny.
Yeah,
Yanni it's like Yannick. It's like
yeah.
it's too feminine for me. I need like a masculine kind of.
Yeah, you need the phallic version
yeah.
of Yanni. You need a
Enya.
Fally, Jimmy
Oh.
Fally.
Jimmy Falley.
This is the kind of comedy you come here to get, guys. You know, this is what we do: improv,
Felicia.
comedy. This is what we're all about.
Yo, did you ever know that the name Felicia was derived from the root word phallic?
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
I know a Felicia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Name translate into penis day.
Felicia.
That was the launch of Cyberpunk too, coincidentally.
Penis Day. Yeah,
Just
a lot
pump.
of dangling.
Felicia Day's cousin.
Oh God,
Guys, this is what we do.
what
you know.
episode is this, Johnny? What episode podcast is this? How
Three
many have we
what?
done?
311.
We've
Oh
done
my God, we're gonna hit
592
600?
podcasts. All right, you come up
Listen.
with new shit
I'm tired
after
of it.
592 fucking weeks of podcasting. I dare you.
Yeah.
You
your
can't
turn.
do it.
Do that many podcasts and see if you got as many banger jokes
Yeah,
as we do. As
we're in fucking
Day.
unprecedented territory.
Penis Day. If you can come up with that.
This fucking chick at home is telling me I'm fucking offensive. I'm 590 fucking podcasts in.
Yeah, what do you want?
want?
We also think we do have to consider the fact that that email might have been from someone under 12 years old. But
No.
Hey,
No.
I'm just
fair's
saying,
fair.
don't,
No,
you know,
because in 2020, goddamn America, you could be 35 years old living with your parents. Your parents looming over your shoulder.
Yeah, but
What are you listening to? I'm offended.
the way-
'cause
yeah, but
this fucking
they
weight
attached
is-
a note in crayon, but
They could be, you know.
Well, if you know how to do email attachments, you ain't 12 years
regressing.
old.
hey, real talk. I
be an
joke
age
about
play.
I joke about the crayon thing, but in all of our years doing Mega64, I was only one time, but it did happen. Did I get an attachment from someone written in crayon to explain something? That really did happen, and it was Brandon DiCamillo, star of Jackass,
Holy
CKY, and all of that. When he was our virtual guest at Game Days, he couldn't fly down, but he wanted to be involved in some way, and he said, "Well, I've got an idea. What do you think of this?" And it was literally a crayon drawing of a stick figure guy walking into a booth where he would see a screen with Brandon's face inside that, and we were
used
just like, "Yep,
crayons?
we'll do it. We're in." And so that's a
That's
memory
classic.
I take with me. Yeah.
You should save that. We should print that
I think
out.
I do. I think I have it. Anyway. Well, we can wrap it up there. I think
Yeah.
we've said all we need to say.
Sean would want us to end it here.
Yeah.
You know,
Sean
he doesn't like when we go too
Doesn't
long.
have control over that anymore.
That's true.
He has no say on when we end this.
Johnny, do you like when we go long?
Johnny doesn't care. Johnny loves it.
Wow,
Johnny, you're
really?
good. Do you remember the great wars of the great podcast length wars?
Oh yeah. I'm surprised like I made it through those wars because I
Yeah.
honestly sometimes I have flashbacks. It
Remember
keeps me up
there
at
were
night.
nights where the podcast would be going really good, and then suddenly it would be like, and it's like, is everything okay? We've hit 1 hour, 1 minute, and I'm not having it.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be like, oh,
When
I
the
wanted
war-
to review Arkham Knight.
Then he always does the awkward goodbye because Sean doesn't know how to do a good
Yeah.
goodbye. He does a bad goodbye.
Yeah.
I'll show you a good goodbye.
Yeah, you're good at them. Go ahead.
Here, it's called the Great Goodbye.
What?
Whoa!